May 12th, 2022, Hilkhot Sedaqah, Part 5. We're in Rambam, Hilkhot Matanot Aniyim, the 7th chapter. We're up to Halakha Yod Bet. Halakha Yod Bet. En poskin Sedaqah Ali Yetumim. Ve'afilu lefidyon shibuim. We do not put a demand upon the Yetumim, the orphans, for Sedaqah, even if it's for the sake of collecting money to ransom captives. Pidyon Shibuim, as we'll learn later on, is the greatest of all charities. And even for that, we do not impose upon the Yetumim, the orphans. And even if they are very wealthy. But if the Dayan, the judge, issues a ruling upon them that they must give for the sake of their name, then it becomes permissible. We'll see what that means later on, to give them a name. In other words, for two different reasons. If they need their name to be out there, that they are part of the community and they are involved, even though they are Yetumim, and they're just not burdens upon society, or because they want others to give as well. They want to show that they are Yetumim, but they are giving nonetheless, all the more so others should give. If people are saying things about them, they also need to give. The Dayan can make that ruling, which would overrule the normal law of not having to collect from them. Gabba'e Sedaqah Lokhin من هالناشيم ومن التنوكوت دبر معات. When the charity collectors go out to collect Sedaqah, they can approach women as well as children, but they can only take small amounts from them. Aballo dabar merubbe. They cannot take large amounts from them. Why? Shehaskat hamrubbe gineba o gazel mishla ahirim. Because it is naturally assumed that if a woman or a child has a lot, it may have come from ill-gotten gains. Where would they have gotten so much from? So therefore, only take small amounts from them. Obviously, if you know that's legitimate and these people are in major businesses, again, wasn't that the case back then, that women or children would not have been very different than today. So obviously, we would have to work accordingly. And how much is a little bit? Everything is relative. You have to determine their actual wealth or poverty level. Halakha Yud Gimel, number 13. Ani shehu kirobo kodem lechol adam. A poor person, a pauper that is his relative, takes precedence over any other person. V'aniye beto kodmin le'aniye iro. And the poor of his household take precedence over the poor of his city. V'aniye iro kodmin le'aniye ir ahiret. And the poor of his city take precedence over the poor of any other city. Shneimar le'ahicha la'aniyecha v'bionecha ve'arsecha. As we read in the introduction, the pasuk says that you have to surely give to le'ahicha, to your brother, in other words, to your relative, la'aniyecha, to your poor people, u'lebionecha be'arsecha, and to the poor people within your land. So there is a hierarchy of who gets first, who gets second, who gets third, etc. Halakha Yuddalet 14. Mi shahadach bishhora ופסקו עליו אנשי העיר שהלך שם צדקה, הרי זה נותן לעניי אותה העיר. Person who goes and travels for business, and he arrives in a city, and they demand of him tzedakah, he must give to the poor people of that city that he's in. And there are many people going from city A to city B to do business, and demanded from them tzedakah in the city that they travel to do business. Not nim, they have to give. But when they are going back home, Mibi'in ota'imihim. They take that money back that they give to Sedaqah over there, and they have to فَالنَّسِينَ بَعَنِ عِرَامٍ, and they have to give it to the poor people in their own city, because it is assumed that if so many people are going from city A to city B, there will not be enough people in city A to provide for the poor people of city A. So even though the Sedaqah was demanded of them in city B, they could take that money back with them to give it to the poor of city A. But if there is Haber Ir, means a Hakam who is a city council member, if you will, then they have to give the Sedaqah to the Haber Ir, to this Hakam who is the city council member in whatever city they arrive to, and he gives it out as he sees fit. Final halakha in this chapter, halakha 15, ha'omer, תנו 200 דינר לבית הכנסת, או תנו ספר תורה לבית הכנסת, יתנו לבית הכנסת שהוא רגיל בו. Person who says, give 200 dinar to the Bet Knesset, or give a Sefer Torah to the Bet Knesset, they have to give it to the Bet Knesset that he generally attends. And if he would generally go to two different synagogues, they split the amount and they give it to both places. A person who says gives 200 dinar to the aniyim, to the poor people, it is automatically given to the poor people of that city.